Hey, Todd. Gonna try and do some more painting on these buildings here. I'm just gonna go shut my dryer off. I can hear it just whacking in there. There we go. Did you get snowed in today? This is just the cement 71045. When I airbrushed it, I didn't tape enough of it off, so you can see the nice brick line there. I think I would have painted it anyways, but primer gray isn't really a great or cinder block color. Almost do this like sponging, but with a brush, so it's a little more sporadic. Okay, Todd. Yeah, I got snowed in today. think I'm going to try a different thing on this next one. Or you know what? Let me do this. So that was the other color I was using, 72049, which is Stonewall Gray. Just to do some like variation in the color, which is more, I don't really see it, but it'll help with like the washes and stuff after. This is a mortar brush. Oh, that's what I wanted to do is this. This is an insert for a loading dock door delete, I guess you call it. If you hear snoring, that would be my lovely sidekick beside me here, aka Mika, aka the dog. AKA the garbage pail. Dog will eat anything. She got I think it was a lemon meringue pie plate out of the garbage once and liked it so much she ate the crumbs in the pie plate. Or half of the pie plate, anyways. "11 years old, I've ever seen her full once." You. I think one thing I might do with that. There's all the German red green. Yeah. No. This is the window or the doorway out of the side of that. We'll just make her brick quick. Light to be brutal today. That's good enough for that. These kits, the windows sit far back. So you gotta make sure you get all the insides of the windows and stuff. Nobody will ever see under here, but the time comes that all my stuff ends up at a train set or a train show. Somebody picks it up, looks at it. I won't be going, what was this guy doing? Cha-ching. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just Morningside, Kingston. Yeah, so I'm like 25 minutes east of you. We got hammered. Like usually like 6:45, I'm up at Davis Drive in Lake Ridge Road. I was at, I don't know, just north of the 407 in Simcoe, which is, I'm usually from there. I think, what was that? That took me 45 minutes to get there. It usually takes me 10. I was talking to my boss on the way in. He's like, oh yeah, I don't think we'll be putting any block down today. So if you want to turn around and go home, you can. So spin it around, I did. Usually start 7:30 in the morning. I wouldn't have got there till after 9, I think. I don't know if now's the best time to try and experiment, but we're going to do it anyways. I wonder if I should just mix. Yeah, let me just mix this whole thing. Just funnel it back into here after. Come on out of there. Just full send all the time. Oh, I feel like it's gonna get loud for a second. I think we got close to a foot here. Stopped at Home Depot. Pardon me. I stopped at Home Depot on my way home. to pick up some wood for the background building for the background buildings. And I'm like, oh, I should buy a new snow shovel. I'm like, my hands are full with all this wood and stuff. I'll get it next time. Sure enough, didn't I break my snow shovel in half? So I'm out there shoveling the driveway with a half a shovel. Oh, yeah. Those buses get stuck easy. That's not a bad day then. Morningside and Kingston, you take the 116 and then what do you cut across Shepherd and then up Borden? I never drove the Morningside bus. Warden I did. I did Warden night bus a bunch of times. Shepherd night bus a lot. I drove Shepherd sometimes. Just maybe use big one or small one. Use a big one. Use a big one. Nope, use a small one. Okay. Yeah, I did Finch. I didn't like Finch, but I did it. McCowan I used to do quite a bit. I did that long end bus. That's what I used to do when I first started. I always used to do that McCowan bus for New Year's Eve because the trips were so long up north. Usually missed most of the nonsense down. Like once everyone was done what they were doing for the night, get maybe like one busy load. Oh, here goes nothing. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work out. Might have done it in here. Should have went darker. But I've never used this. I've never tinted this brick mortar before, so I don't even know if I was supposed to do it that way or not. But I did it. We'll see what happens. I remember the timing on Finch used to be horrible. We'd be coming across Finch at like 80 just trying to stay on time. You used to have to do all sorts of crazy stuff just to be able to kind of keep your time. Like if you seen a red light, you just like you go through on the yellow or whatever and then let everybody off across the road from the stop just so you could keep going. You don't have to wait for the red. It was terrible. I don't know if that's going to do anything or not. You got to find a lid for that, though. Because 100%, if I leave that like that, I'm going to send it all over the desk. I'm trying to figure out kind of what this stuff is, because I got another one of these, but I guess I didn't tighten it enough. And I just got a chunk of hard powder left in there. There's no liquid, but the way it bubbles up makes me think it's dish soap. Just soap and water, and then whatever the powder they use is. I'm pretty sure I can come up with dish soap and stuff. I wonder if it's just like flow agent. Might try that. With this, I always make sure I finish with a downstroke, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Doesn't work for getting in all the cracks and stuff. Where'd that go? There it is. Do you have trains at work, or you're like doing a simulator or something, Tom? $14. 114, so that'd be close to George's, I think, wouldn't it? Okay. Oh, well, yeah, that would explain why you play your trains all day. Yeah, my woman used to they just left that office, but she worked at Hallmark, which is across Warden from George's. Another one. I want to do that. Is this what I did too? How's that looking? Well, it didn't make it look terrible. So that's good. Except for that hair. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. There we go. New brush, they always drop. They always drop souvenirs. So, I stuck my finger in it. Where's that stuff? Do the gray on this side. I think I'll just do white over the whole building. Oh, son of a... It's always fun time. It's a customizable feature about this $2 paintbrush. They use that non-sticking glue. Yeah, there's another one. There's another one. Oh, man, this thing's shedding like crazy. There's like 4 of them now. Probably need more than that now. Come on. Get out of there. There's 1. There's 2. I don't know where the 3rd one ended up. There's 4. Is there no more? Yeah, good enough. Good enough. This is the one I'm going to do that other thing with. Then there's just one building left to do red brick on. Yeah, I'll try and get that done. I just got to watch the time because we got a good couple hours anyways. Hey, Dave. Oh, you got hammered with snow too? Welcome to the snow club. was I going to do? I was going to do the white on the red building. It's going to take a minute here. 2 feet. Where are you? Colburn. Oh, yeah. I grew up in Coburg. You're a little bit past there. Yeah, that was always bad down there. Like that stretch coming up to Grafton is brutal. So here's I'll just pull this out quick. Hopefully it doesn't, the back's not glued on. I've just been messing with the walls or the floors. Oh, that thing's in the way. So this thing's gonna sit in behind. Let's see what one this is. So it's gonna sit in behind those buildings there. And then just waiting on some more wall panels for this one. It's gonna sit over on this side. They'll end up sitting. I need about 2 inches, I think, between the buildings for the fire escapes. Oh, 401 closed there. Yeah. I can remember tons of nights driving home out that way, and it all jams up like right between Port Hope and Coburg, and like, I'm a kilometer away from getting off the highway, and it took like a half hour. So I'm just debating with this building if I make it like a hotel or apartment building, or I've got I'd have to dig it out. I think it's an Illinois Machine Works sign that could go up on the roof of it or something like that. I think it's a little bit tall to be a factory. And then these buildings I'm going to have out in front. Look at that. So it'll be 3 rows deep, and I think I'll do a road track down the center, because the next building over is that one that Chris is building, which will be like right kind of over here. And I know it's got doors that train cars can go in. And same with this one over here. I've got a roll-up door for that one too. I think one of the most fun things with these kits is, oh wait, it's up here, is doing these HVAC or vent systems or whatever. Once I figured out you can kind of cut them up and you don't really have to use the parts as they come out of the sprue. I've come up with a couple good ones. There's this one. Did a whole system on the roof there. I finished this building. I think I got to put a corner to corner on it so it can sit against the wall, sort of like that. It was built to go around a corner, and then I don't think I'm going to be going around that corner the same way. So now I got to figure out a way to... Yeah, like just the detail stuff that Nick makes available with these kits is crazy. Like when you look at it, like the first time you look at them kind of in the package, and it's just like see if I got one. I know I got one here somewhere. It's just, where is it? I don't know. I keep putting them back in the box is the problem. Here's one. When they're on the sprue like that, they kind of look a little bit, or you're skeptical of it, I guess would be the best way to say it. And then you get it on the building, and that's the same piece. Or I can't get to it. So again, up this wall here are those pieces that were in that sprue. Like these window fans are super cool. Thank you, Todd. I think that's the most fun part for me, is like adding all the little stuff. Figuring out what can go where, what makes sense. I do want to leave, I think I'm going to leave these windows blocked. I've got a bunch of nice big, like big coat painted on advertisements and stuff that could go over here. And I know this guy makes some really big, huge ones too. I've got a couple on some of the downtown deco kits. They're it's not often you get like this building 7 stories. So it's not often to get one tall enough with enough kind of, call it real estate, I guess, on it to use those. Yeah, I had this one for between the set of the buildings, and like they're just a detail in this little entranceway is like incredible. But this is basically what that building that was on that side is going to look like. It's the same. This is his modular kit where you just kind of make up your own deal with it. I just cut one of them up to make it do what I wanted it to do. I wanted like a little kind of walkway between a couple buildings, but not like a throughway, I guess. Needless to say, that'll go somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna give it away or whatever. If it doesn't find a home, pardon me. Now, there's two kind of ways to use this brick mortar. Even though I tinted like the whole batch of it, you can go over it when it's at like this stage with a color wash, and it'll suck the color in and kind of hold it, or you can clear it, which is usually what I do, and then add like stains or whatever over top. There used to be a train store down in Colburn, didn't there? Or was that Brighton? All right, Dave. Hopefully you don't get too much more of it. Oh, the one in Whitby. Port Hope. Yeah, that was like two guys that were starting it up. Last I heard, I got a bunch of stuff from the one guy. He's usually at the Port Hope train show. Actually, I bought that. No, not that car. It was a different one. It was another blue one. Last year, I bought one off him. You're talking Dailies in Whitby? Yeah, I go there quite a bit. That's like 15 minutes from here. His train stuff, like cars and stuff, yeah, a little bit. Like I bought some of my Pico switches and stuff there, and he's about par, like no more, no less than most places. Like I think he's actually pretty close to OVR on that. Paints and stuff, like probably 90% of what's back here came from there. But I know the train stuff, he's always got sales going on here and there. But he doesn't stock much. Hey, Chris. He doesn't stock a whole lot. And I think in the 3 years I've been going in there, there's one piece of BN equipment, and it's been there for, I don't know, a year, and it's N scale, which I'll probably get, but yeah, all my paints pretty much come from there, unless there's something real particular, like all the True Color. True Color? Yeah, True Color I just ordered from OVR. But that's because they're specific, like BN Green, or I got a Rock Island Blue because I'm going to do a couple Rock Island cars or something like that. Or if I'm already doing an order and there's a paint I need, I'll just get it from OVR. But I'm not going to make them ship me paint. All right, Dave, take care. Good luck with the snow blowing. Did I do that side already? Yep, think so. Did I do this side? Yep. Done. May as well do this one. This one? Yeah. How's the warehouse coming along, Chris? This might not have been the smartest one to do. Yeah, well. Oh no, it wasn't that one I was going to do it to. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, if you're at, who was it that goes to Daily? Oh, he's gone. I say I get those paint brushes that I'm using from Daily. They're like $2 or something, which is, other than the dropping hairs and the end coming off, they're great brushes. I still buy them. Do we get a sponge here? This one that's a funny color. All right, so here's the experiment. So in there's just water and this stuff, like 2 drops of that. Let's see, hold score that at Michael's. I'm gonna do this like I do pavement almost. I'm gonna start with this one, which is pale blue gray 71046. Definitely do this one, which is regular blue gray 71115. And depending on how dark it looks, I might do dark gray blue. Which is 71054. I'm going to dry these off. Find me. Oh, one of those ones might work. Son of a. Land popped off again. I was looking at their site today. I was trying to find more brick colors, or like I found on Spray Gunner. Let's try this one. This little guy. Maybe this guy. This guy. I found on Spray Gunner, which is in the States. There's airbrush style rail brown. Hall red. Try this 71039. Or this 71080. I'd like to tell you I remember what I painted the rail on that other diorama with, but I'd just be making something up if I was to be honest with you. Those you can just run right through the airbrush. Just put that out of the way before I paint it by accident. I found yeah, that number's for Hall red, which to me you'd have to thin it, but to me is XF9. And then just use I got all the labels covered on that one. This is the thinner. I generally buy it in this bottle. It's a taller one. Just so once you empty your first thing of thinner, or it's halfway or whatever, you could dump like this into here when it's half full of thinner and airbrush with that. Yeah, the spray gunner had what do they call them? Like it's an ammo thing, and it's like solution boxes, and they have one for bricks. So it comes with a book on tips and tricks and whatever for painting brick. And like a bunch of paints and oil, it had a bunch of oil brushers. Rail ties, I do. Does this come out of here? Let's see. Rail ties, I do. It varies a little bit, but that's usually Tamiya I'll do on it. What's the other one? There it is. I guess it all depends on kind of what you want them to look like. But these would be some of the colors I'll use. These are Tamiya ones. These two are close. I prefer this one over this one. So there's linoleum deck tan, and then there's deck tan. And then you can use something a bit darker, like what's 64? No, I think that's one of these ones. 64. You like that whole red again for where, you know, kind of like the oil drops or like the coating they put on it. XF52 flat earth is not bad to kind of fade it a little bit. But like the deck tan I just dry brush on top. So I'll paint them however. AK, yeah, I got a bunch of AK. Here. All the white lids are the AK paints. So the way I kind of break it up is if it's something I think I'm going to be airbrushing, I started to get those in the Vallejo air. And if I think I'm going to be brush painting it, I'll buy AK because AK is a thicker paint. Like this Vallejo air can get real thin sometimes. I might be regretting my life choices on this one. Fuck, that kind of looks cool like that, doesn't it? Maybe I should pull the plug on this operation and just leave it just like that. What building is this? I don't remember where this one went. Son of a gun. We'll send it. See what happens. Worst comes worst, I gotta repaint it. So like if you're gonna brush paint the ties, I would look for the Tamiya paint or those colors, something similar in the AK. Just because you're not gonna have to blow through them. On the bit of the layout that I did have done, I just mixed up a bunch of rust and brown colors until I found one that I like until I got a color I liked. Yeah, I used to use it to me all the time, but can't get it. I will be getting people to get it for me when they go across to the state. So, like, yep, just buy me whatever's in the store. 10 cans, no problem. Just buy them all. I've been using the Mr. Hobby stuff, and it's pretty good. I won't complain about those. Use this a little bit. Yep, I think I should. I think I should. What do you think, Todd? Leave a gapper in it like that? And then when the next color goes over, it'll change it a bit. I want it all looking exactly the same, right? It's no fun. Thank you. I'll try not to screw it up too bad. Did they ever get anybody working on that layout at head office? Well, I think that might be the ticket right there, is to do it kind of like I was doing that other one. Oh, the camera's up here. Oh, it's because I moved the camera. Now it's down here. Well, I sent them an email and they never said nothing. Wasn't you that was in charge of that, was it? Okay, then you can just, whoever was in charge of that, just rip them. Yeah, I sent an email. Oh, I think like almost immediately after it came out. Do you know what they want to do with it? Is it like all scenery type of thing, or is there buildings and stuff that need to be done? I don't mind either. I do okay with scenery. I think we're onto something there. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I like doing water and stuff like that. If they look up like this channel, there's a bunch of, I think there's some shorts with some of my water and stuff like that in it. Pardon me. So would you be the guy I need to talk to get the beacons working on my GP38s? I've only got one of them managed to get working. Yeah, depending on how big this thing is, wouldn't take long to do. Um, I think. Just let me check something here quick, Todd. Oh, wait, What's this now? Come on. Um, you model CN, Todd? It's programming error for sure. Because I took one up to OVR, and okay, so I think I just sent you a request on Facebook there. I took it up to OVR and we got one of them working, but he doesn't remember what he did to get it working because what he was doing to get it working didn't work, but something worked. It's some I remember I looked it up and it was something to do with um just how the output was set up. Okay, yeah, I've got 5 of them. So one day I can just swing up with them if you want, if that's easy. The C30s, I think they have beacons too. I haven't even taken those out of the box. Or if I'm there working on the layout, I'll just bring them with me. Blue gray's next. Yeah, like I can pretty much. I don't. What time are they usually there till? Because I would work until like at the latest 4:30 in Newmarket, and then I'll just come down the 404, pretty much right to there, and then I could work a couple hours and then head home. Sometimes I'm off early. I got one of these. Where'd they make it to? Yeah, it was this run. $21.77, $21.85, 21.64, and another one. Hey, John, how's it going? I think they're flashing beacons, not rotating. I think they were programmed for rotating, but they got flashing. Which I think is where why the programming was wrong, is they were set up for that rotating beacon. How much snow you get up there, John? Try and beat the rush hour on the buses. Oh, we got like a foot and a bit down here, I think. Yeah, I have a bunch of those rotating beacons that I use when I build stuff. It doesn't have that in this one. What's that other one? I think the E9A that I got has the rotating. Oh, it was great fun. I got sent home. I didn't even make it to work. Broke my snow shovel in half. Yeah, I think it's, if I remember, they got programmed for that rotating beacon where it's like a constant output, but it was supposed to have the intermittent flat, like the intermittent output. All right. We're trying an experiment here, John. Cross your fingers. It's either going to work or I'm going to muck this and have to start over. Mika, do you need to go outside? Oh, I think I might have mucked it. Oh no. I think this might have gone horribly wrong. Yeah, it did. Son of a gun. See if we can get it back off. Nope, she stained it. Son of a gun. This might work out. Let's hope. No, let's do this a different way quick. This color. All right, that did not work. Gonna switch methods on the fly here. What happens if I do this? Makes it worse. So now we go. No, it doesn't. Makes it a bit better. Let's see what happens if we do this now. This is usually my method for buildings, is I just wreck stuff until it starts to look good. I don't know if that's going to happen with this one, though. I think this just might be mostly dark building. That's what I think, which is fine. Let's go with it. There's still like 1, 2, 3 more that have bricks like this. So if this one ends up dark, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. Definitely not going to use the dark gray blue, so we'll just put that back before I grab it by accident. Definitely looks worse on camera than it does in person, I can tell you that much. Because I'm looking at it on the screen. And it looks horrific. It does not look that bad in front of me. But by the time I might use that white mortar mix on it, and that'll dull it down quite a bit. Let's just keep going with it and see what happens. Not too heavy. Maybe that's the technique. All right, try that again. Try and get in where kind of all that light color was left. You're saying the ag green, John? Oh, shoot. Oh. Well, that's where I was screwing it up. That's all dry, son of a gun. Yeah. Just let me finish this side of the building and I'll show you what I just got for lighting, which is probably one of the cooler things I've seen. And I just ordered about 60 feet of LED lights off Amazon that I can cut up and just do light strips instead of individual LEDs, which I don't mind doing, but gets to be a bit much. Okay, I got you, John. That so by side number 3, I figured out what I should have been doing. So that's okay. Get rid of this paint. Light green or dark green? So I just got, this is the name of it here and the company. It uses, it's just plug compatible. So if you've been using the, what is it, Woodland Scenics, you can still, you don't have to cut your plugs off or nothing. They'll all plug into this guy. It has 16 outputs on it. And it is fully programmable. And you can do all sorts of, I'm just trying to get to the, let's set that guy down. There we go. So I'll read through these quickly. Steady on, fade on and off, blink A and B, pulse A and B, fast blink A and B, strobe, double strobe, fire 1 through 3, fusey, which is what was that? I read it. Oh, the flare, a flare. Welding, white welding, blue, photographer, flash, modern and classic. Vapor lamp, fluorescent good, fluorescent bad 1, fluorescent bad 2, random on and off. I think you can do between 5 minutes on one and 2 minutes on another setting. Emergency beacon AB, headlights AB, strobe AB, strobe alternate AB, traffic light, red, yellow, green, pedestrian, traffic light B, pedestrian B, chase light 1 through 6. So the chase lights are if you do like a marquee sign, You can, like, it'll take up 6 outputs on that, but it'll do the run around the sign. Oh, you won it on the December thing, didn't you? Oh yeah, we'll do lots of staining on these. Faded green. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he got it to me. It was pretty quick, and it came straight to the mailbox with no. I didn't have to pay nothing for it extra, you know. I got the I think it's the heavy duty one, so you have to put resistors in it, but I think you can load up way more LED, like it's got a way higher output on it. So, for example, that 7-story building, I don't want to burn up like 5 outputs on one, like on doing all the different floors. You thinking like that, John? Just this one. That one looks all right. That's a good call. This is kind of blending up nice. Yep, I like that. I'm going to do this side too. Because it's turned out that well. I think the hardest thing is being random on purpose. There we go. There we go. Give that a minute and hit it with the see that sponge. Will be good for what are you doing on time here? Alright, another 20 minutes and then I think Chris is on. Well, John, that picture is actually really helpful because I got a bunch of those gas meters I got to do. Oh, look at all the rest in the gravel even. Oy. Where's that coming from? It's like Rust River in that one picture. What was I going to do? I think Saturday I'll be painting windows. Maybe finish up the last building. I'll probably do the brick because I've already done brick a bunch of times. Okay. Yeah, as I say, that's like a Rust River coming out of that. Here's my new safety device for not tipping my water cup. I should probably make something that I can set a bunch of stuff in. I put John and Todd are now moderators. Todd's here pretty much every time. John, I think you said you've been here a bunch of times. Put people in timeout if they get acting up. Alright, so before we gotta shut her down. Go over this. What is this? This is a sponge for grout. Home Depot. I didn't go and buy it specifically for this. I had it sitting in the home renovation cupboard, so I just grabbed it. I just ripped chunks off of it. There's that one done. Do you have to make that drive down to Belleville tomorrow, John? Try not to clear everything off. Like you can see on this one here, just as soon as I've done this one, you can see kind of it leaves like that white streak. Oh, okay, good. Dave was on here earlier. He said the highway was all shut down and everything, like out by Colburn. There you go. Oh, yeah, this one too. Cooked. All right. Were you in here when I had the big building out, John? No, I don't think. Actually, no, I don't think you were. Or you were just lurking. No, that needs a bit more. Maybe that's all right. Oh no, that's super streaky. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. That side doesn't look bad though. That side's okay. That one goes there, this one goes here. Try to assemble this back quickly before Chris starts. And then I've been working on a background building for the background buildings. There's this guy. I'll sit back there a little ways. Let's do this. Yep. Be like that. And then there's this little one here. We'll go over on this side. Let me get this thing too far back. Like that. Something like that. I have to mess about with the placement a little bit. So it'll be something like that anyways with some other ones in front. No, these are all ITA or ITLA buildings. This is a pair of Allstate machine with 4th and 5th floor. I think I have enough to do one more building out of it, but only enough to do 5 floors, but it'd be smaller. No, I still got to get a laser cutter. It's on my list of stuff. I got to get the 3D printer set up because I bought a bunch of stuff or a bunch of files to use with building this kit from the guy that made the 3D parts that came with the back alley. There's files that you can get, like just buy from him and then just make your own prints, which is kind of what I bought a 3D printer for. I tried briefly to design something and it was painfully not productive. So I'm okay with just buying files. Well, it'll be something like that. Will be the setup. Probably a track, either a track in front or a track that runs behind it. And then a track kind of where these rails are buried in the street for a little bit of a street run. And I think this is about half the width of what will be. Yeah. So I've got a couple more of these ITLA buildings. One that's the same as that Chris is doing, the warehouse, which will go over on this side. And then that'll be a 4-foot section of the layout. All right, guys, I'm going to shut her down and head over to Chris's stream. Well, I'll check. Let me see if I'm pretty sure his was at 7. But sometimes they do it at 7, sometimes they do it at 8. V channel. This is always at messed up times. I have no idea if it says 2, but 2 people are waiting, so I have a feeling it's at 7. So I'm gonna head over to the Brick Canyons. Yeah, I'm gonna just run up. I'm gonna end the stream anyways, and then head over to Go Via or Go Home for the Third Rail Thursday. Just give me enough time to get a new drink and use a washroom and stuff. But I'll be back 10 o'clock on Saturday. So Saturday night, I think at 7, Chris is on. Oh, okay. Yeah, kind of like the bottom of City's Edge. Yeah, or actually, sorry, this one here will have a rail door in it too, so there'll be one there and one over here. But Saturday, 7 o'clock, Chris is doing his kit build. 9 o'clock, Ted Diorio does weathering clinic every Saturday. And then I'll be on after him at 10 o'clock. I get the late shift. But I will catch you all over in Chris's stream. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you over there.